Guess what? It's Friday. Happy Friday.
Hey there, happy Friday. So, I am Camille A. Stocker. Last week, I talked to you about hslda.org and how to get started, about your state laws and all that run through of what you need. So, this week, I'm going to be talking about deschooling and what I wish I would have known about it. Then I would have done it in the beginning, but I didn't. So what is deschooling? You've probably seen it. Deschooling and unschooling, those are two completely different things. We're focusing on deschooling, and that is a period where you don't really touch any of the school way of doing things. So your goal is to stop catering to how the school did things with your child. So the period of time that your children were in school, like say if your children did 6 years in school, you would take 6 months to deschool, and that would revolve around playing board games, card games, baking, cooking, arts and crafts, crocheting, sewing, coloring, listening to music, figuring out what type of music your child likes, sports. If they want to be involved in some type of sports, there are sports that are for homeschoolers and that you can participate in. You can take them to museums and parks. And so what this does is you're not pushing workbooks onto them. You're not looking for curriculum. You're letting your child learn, and you're figuring out your child and how they learn and what they're interested in. So in the beginning, I didn't do this. I'm doing this now. You remember last week, I was like, I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. Well, this is what I've been doing. 3.5 years in, we are deschooling. I did not have this guide of someone helping me. I didn't really start getting into homeschool groups. Well, I've been in them, but to really take it seriously until like last year and then this year. So I'm getting an understanding of deschooling. I was focused on the curriculum part of it, which you really shouldn't be, because children are going to learn and you don't have to go at the same speed as school. So I think for me, it was a big issue because I did go to public school. I attended public school. So I know that way. Homeschooling is completely different. So that is what we have been doing. I have stopped with a lot of the curriculum. I have stopped with workbooks. We do worksheets. We bake. Well, we've always baked, but it is intentional for me to not pound on, okay, we're going to bake and then we're going to do some math. Because in baking, that is math and that is science. How is it math and science? Well, you're teaching your children how to measure. You are also seeing that if you put some baking soda and some baking powder and all these things, that it has to rise. If you don't put the right amount, it might not rise. So we're always going into it on our Wednesday bakes. Oh, this might be a fail. This might be successful. A couple of weeks ago, we made our first loaf of bread and we were scared. I'm gonna tell you, we were scared. But the experiment, because that's what baking is, it's an experiment. The experiment and then us seeing our final result of our bread was amazing. And to see my girls be like, yay, we did it, and eat it. You get to taste it. It's something that you made with your own two hands. And so that is really what deschooling is. You're just going back to the basics. You're learning your child is learning you, and you're doing things together. You're giving them, you're going out into the world and you're letting them, here's the big thing, you're letting them socialize, and not just with their peers, but with adults, teenagers, anybody they come in contact with. They just start talking to them, and then they'll be interested in what they're talking about. Like say you go to a museum and the person there is telling you about the things that are happening in the museum, and that is what your child enjoys. So of course, your child's going to strike up a conversation with the moderator or the museum person, because of the interest in what that is. I also like to do documentaries with my girls. We read aloud a lot. Or sometimes they read to me, but we read a lot. I always read. So that's another thing as deschooling. because children need to be able to listen. And so I know we put workbooks in front of them and we want them to read and we want them to understand. Reading aloud helps. So there's learning all around. Once you check out hslda.org and what you need to do in your state, and then you pull your child out and you're like, I don't know where to begin. Deschool. Whatever the school has taught them, you don't want that in them anymore. You want what you want to give them. So if that comes with Bible study, also if you want to insert Bible study and say, okay, this is what we're going to do at this time every morning. This is what we're going to do. And then we won't do any work, or we'll watch a documentary on Lego, or we'll watch a documentary on the Tuskegee Airmen or World War II, whatever it is that interests your child. Just start there and then go out to the parks and have fun. There's learning all around. So I just suggest you deschool. And yeah, that's all I got this week. So I pray that your homeschool journey is going well, that you're getting it, and that I know sometimes it is hard, but you got this. So as always, I pray you have a blessed day. I pray you have a blessed week. I pray you have a blessed weekend, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.